What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video. And by the way, I think I resolved Phil's volume issue on my video, so we should be good to go going forward. So thank you everyone for making a notation on my video, letting me know of the imbalance of the volume between my commentary and Phil. So thank you very much. In this video, of course, we're going to be taking a look at the daily wrap from last night after Phil's pretty boring streaming day. He played GTA5 on the first stream, and oh my lord, he finally hit a tier 1 tip goal finally after begging over and over on that stream. He made it to 50 bucks, so big ups to our boy Phil. And then last night was the Street Fighter 6 World Board mode, and of course that's exactly what it was. I mean, it was so bad, and Phil was getting so bad on Street Fighter that he was actually losing single player matches to the AI in the game. It was pretty bad. So let's see what Phil has to say on the daily wrap.
We jumped back into Grand Theft Auto 5, the anniversary run, and admittedly today was a little weird of a day. And the reason I say that is because today a bunch of side content opened up early on the stream, and I was like, all right, so let's investigate some of the side content. But it seemed like no matter what we did, it all led to some kind of a giant collectathon, grindy, boring style quest that, quite frankly, if we were a lot earlier in the summer and had time to do them, I might actually have worked on them. But at this point, everyone is saying just get GTA 5 done because we are ready for new game releases that are literally right around the corner, and we don't want this game to be lingering. So basically, first quest I open up, I buy a couple businesses with Trevor, and the first business is submarine. Oh, go look for nuclear waste at the bottom of the water. And I start to do it, and it's so slow. I'm like, there's no way I could do this. This will be like an hour of the stream if I try to do it. So then I swap to Michael. Oh, there's a new one of these Strangers and Freaks missions down on the waterfront. Let's see what it is. Oh, a woman wants you to jump inside of a freaking dinghy, which is basically a motorboat inflatable craft, and go look for pieces of a broken sub on the bottom of the ocean. I'm like, wait a minute. That's literally exactly the same as what we were just doing with Trevor. And each mission had 30 things to collect. Like, that's another hour. Well, I'm not doing that one now, right? Then I go over to Franklin. It's the extreme sports guy. First, he wants to skydive from a plane on an ATV. Okay, great. But then the only way to enable the next mission is to somehow get a chopper with Franklin and fly it over to a building. I'm like, what is this tedious crap? You know? And even the Epsilon missions, which I was like, oh, I remember doing the Epsilon missions in my GTA 5 original run. Let's do it. Oh, the Epsilon missions require you to gather a bunch of vehicles around the map. It's essentially the same as the vehicle collection missions that were both in Vice City and in Grand San Andreas. I'm like, oh, I forgot that that's what it was, and it's not fun to do. And I did entertain doing it. I go online, I go on Google, I type in Epsilon, Grand Theft Auto 5 Epsilon vehicle locations, and I get 20 matches. They're all different. I click on them. It's the wrong vehicles, the wrong shit. I'm like, enough. Enough is enough. I remember when I originally played GTA 5, I had bought the strategy guide. So it had all of the solutions to this tedious stuff in it already. And that made it streamlined. That's how I did the I keep saying ellipsian, the Epsilon missions in the first run. But now it doesn't really make sense for me to spend 2 grinding hours grabbing these vehicles, grabbing things at the bottom of the ocean, especially when we've got all the new stuff right around the corner that everyone wants me to focus on. So I decided on the fly, I guess that's that. So we got to the story, and we got major story developments again. You know, big plot things going on. And basically advanced about 4 major story missions. So by the end of the stream, I want to say it said that we were like 51 missions out of 69 done. So sadly, we slowed down. Like I was aiming to do like 7-8 story missions a stream, but because all that side content appeared at once, and when I tried it all, I realized, man, it's all distraction stuff that's going to take too long. We lost a lot of time, admittedly. But we did have some good progress as well. And, you know, people were chilling. We had a good time.
It's disappointing to me, and it's sad, but at the same time.
That's right, folks. It's disappointing and sad hearing Phil. Initially, I thought this was a bad idea to actually play GTA. I thought he should have played something more representative of his legacy or legacy, his 15 years of content creation. Maybe do Force Unleashed, which I think was his first gameplay, or maybe play Metal Gear Solid, something that represents DSP's legacy. So he decided to do GTA 5. I know the reason why he did GTA 5. Because he thought the nostalgia feel would bring back viewers and bring back tips and support. That's why he did it, and that's not the case whatsoever. And I thought it was a bad idea. I thought, oh, you should play something more representative of your legacy, right, Phil? I'm gonna say that I was wrong. I think GTA 5 is probably the best game for Phil to play that actually represents his 15-year legacy. Why do I say that? Because of this rant right here. Phil complaining about meaningless content. That's right. GTA 5, which is one of the best games that people love. It's not grindy. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in it. A good story, open world, a lot of missions, a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to see in the world, right? And you have Phil here complaining that there's just too much to do. That there's meaningless content. There's side quests. It takes him too long to finish these side missions, right? And I think that it encapsulates Phil's career, his 15-year career. It shows that he's not a serious gamer. It shows that he's lazy. It shows that he doesn't like games. And it shows that he's just really doing it for the money. He chose GTA 5 because he thought the nostalgia of the game would bring viewers back and bring money back. It's the reason why he played the GTA Trilogy Collection last fall, and he thought this was going to bring people in. And I remember watching the stream and him saying, oh yeah, we're going to get a whole bunch of influx of viewers. People associate with me with GTA. We're going to get a lot of viewers. We're going to get new members. It's going to be hype. And it wasn't. It was a dud. It was a complete dud. And this playthrough has been a complete dud as well. Other than the first stream that he did, support's been abysmal for GTA 5 for him. He hasn't gotten the memberships. He hasn't gotten the tips. And I think just hearing him rant and complain about GTA 5, probably the only person in the world that would ever complain about GTA 5, just shows who Phil is. And I think is chef's kiss to show people what the 15-year legacy is. Complaining, not a real gamer, and just in it for the money. And you can see it in his playthrough. He's rushing through everything. That's why he's smashing in. When he's driving, he's smashing into cars. He's hitting people. He doesn't care. He uses the taxi so that he doesn't have to drive, and he can fast travel to another location. He's just rushing through the fucking game just to get over it. If he gets in a battle, he's looking to run. He doesn't care about fighting and trying to learn the mechanics of the game and defeat the enemies. No, he's looking for out. He just wants to run away. Anytime things get difficult, it runs away. And these two missions he was talking about just encapsulates and just shows the terrible gamer Phil is. He's just a bad gamer. And then he wonders why people don't really care much for his playthroughs or don't take him seriously as a gamer, and why he's not an authority on gaming whatsoever. You would think someone with Phil's pedigree, as he likes to claim, would really take GTA 5 seriously and do kind of a completionist run, give you lore, give you background on the game. No, it's just him driving around, trying to finish missions, trying to collect money and finish the game as soon as possible. So again, I was wrong. GTA 5 is probably the perfect game to show everyone who Phil truly is as a gamer.
So it was a great stream overall, and I would say if we focus mostly and primarily on the story missions moving forward, we'll probably beat the game in the next two streams. If I get too distracted by side content, or if something takes me way too long to beat, then maybe not. But I'm hoping for the best. I'm thinking we probably will beat it next week, which would be perfect because it would give us the opportunity to then play exclusive new releases moving forward in September. So let's see what happens, okay? The night stream tonight was Street Fighter 6 World Tour mode, which was great because it was a good opportunity for me to break up the competitive nature of the ranked play that really tilted me last night. And tonight was a great stream. I got the hat that looks like a giant Bao dim sum hat, which is hilarious. I got the abilities of both Zangief and Dalsim, which are obviously incredibly unique. And we even unlocked an entire new map that's similar to the Metro City map, where you can run around and you can explore and do all this kind of fun stuff in it. So we had a great time. It was a chill stream. We all had a good time interacting and relaxing and unlocking this stuff, and I put on more ridiculous outfits and things like the dim sum hat and everything. There was some funny moments for sure. So definitely I had a good time tonight with the Street Fighter 6 World Tour mode. All right, overall support was not bad today. Now we finally hit a tip skull. We hadn't hit a tip skull in over 2 days, and we did hit the level 1 tip skull on the first stream. I get the feeling, here's what's going on. All right, I'm not stupid. I know exactly what's going on. People are tired of the summertime stuff. They're not going crazy for Street Fighter 6 anymore. They're not going crazy for GTA was cool the first few streams. Now people are burnt out on it. But everyone wants new stuff, right? So everyone's waiting. They're like, oh, this Friday, Armored Core. This Saturday, the anniversary event. The next week, Starfield. People are excited for that. That's what they're waiting for. So people aren't going to be coming out and supporting every single little stream I'm doing now because of the new stuff that's right around the corner. I'm not dumb, all right? So I'm not upset. It was a good overall week. It really was. Even though it was a shorter week, it was a pretty good week. And I am looking forward to the new stuff. So let's talk about that.
Oh my lord. Okay. All right. So yeah, he played World Board Mode, as I like to call it. And of course, if you guys saw, I put a little bit of footage of his gameplay. And he's so bad at Street Fighter that he was actually losing to the computer AI in the game, which is super easy. He had about 4 fights, I think 4 boss fights, where he had to learn some new skills before he met one of the, like, Dalcium or Zangief or whatever. And he got his ass kicked in every single one of those. Why? Because he was trying to rush through games, just like he is with GTA5. He's just trying to get it over with. And he does that with all of his playthroughs. It's just beyond ridiculous. And that shows in your gaming. That was the reason why, Phil, you got crapped on this summer for Final Fantasy 16 and for Zelda, because you tried to rush through the game. Like, you just wanted to plow through it and finish it as quickly as possible so that you can move on to the next game. And the reason is, of course, is because you just didn't garner that support you thought you were going to get for those playthroughs. But the interesting thing here is that you're talking about, yes, oh, you're not dumb. You know why support's slow. It's because people are withholding, as you like to say, Phil, and they're waiting for the new playthroughs. What happened when Street Fighter came? What happened with Zelda? What happened with Final Fantasy 16? What happened with Diablo? These are huge games that people love, that people, you know, they go on streams, they go on Twitch, and they go on YouTube to watch people play these games. Other content creators made tons of money and tons of views on those 3 games, and you made 0. Why? Because your attitude was piss poor. You didn't want to play the game, and it showed. All you simply did was just complain. All you did was complain and rush through the game, and it comes off as you just don't give a shit. And why would anyone support someone who doesn't give a shit? I envision Starfield being the same exact way. Starfield essentially is going to be it's essentially going to be No Man's Sky with a little bit of Fallout component. That's what you're going to have there. So you're going to have a lot of wandering. You're going to have a lot of exploring. You're going to have a lot of dead time, Phil, that you're going to need to fill with talking and conversating. And I'm sorry, Phil, that's not your strong suit. And people are going to get bored at your playthrough because you're going to try to, as the game progresses, you're going to try to plow through things like you do everything else. You're going to get tired of playing it. And especially if support's not there, support's slow. Like, if you're probably going to get the first day or the first day, you'll probably get some support. But after that, it'll probably die down. And the people that are really hardcore Bethesda fans that like Starfield, like myself, they're not going to watch you. They're going to play it themselves. They don't want to get spoiled by you. So you counting that Starfield's going to save the business, I'm sorry, Phil, it's not going to happen. And we already know what's going to happen with Armored Core that's on Friday. You're going to play it a little bit. You're going to rush through it. You're not going to care. It's going to come off in your playthrough. And you're just not going to get the support that you feel it necessary. And you're going to drop it. And then what's left? Mortal Kombat? We already know you're just going to play the single player content for Mortal Kombat, which is maybe 2 or 3 streams, and then you're going to chuck it. So it just baffles me, Phil, that you're not willing to be honest with yourself and your viewers about what's going on with DSP gaming in your business. And until you wake up and are honest, then nothing's going to change. You're going to keep doing the same thing. But of course, that's Phil's MO. He's 10 years late for everything. He was late with his capture card, you know, using capture card on his stream. He was late with sprucing up his backgrounds. He was late with a better camera. He's late with everything. So give him another 5 years, and then he'll probably realize that maybe he shouldn't be rushing through games and trashing games and then hoping that people come out and support it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.